Good morning, Newman Smith. I'm Dr. Jimenez, the proud principal of Newman Smith High School, where our mission is to graduate all scholars to be college, career, or military ready without remediation. Where in the Waldo is Dr. J? First, let's do our SAT word of the day and our positive quote. Our SAT word of the day is relegate. It's a verb. It means to refer to another person for decision or judgment. The sample sentence is, she likes to relegate difficult questions to her colleagues. A synonym would be to pass on or submit. Our positive quote of the day is by Anonymous. Sometimes those anonymous quotes are the best. A bad attitude is like a flat tire. You can't go anywhere until you change it. All right, scholars. Well, where are we? We are in the esports room, and I have our esports sponsor, Mr. Coleman, here. And before I bring him over, I just want to celebrate and talk to you about the patience and the absolute motivation and drive that Mr. Coleman had to help us get our esports room. So 4 years ago, when I came to Smith, he said, we need an esports club. And I said, okay, Mr. Coleman, what's that? So, I kind of knew about the video gaming, but I wasn't for sure. And so he said, we have to have an esports room. And I said, okay. So we started meeting pretty regularly. And he was telling me about all of these amazing things, like these fancy gaming computers. I don't know if you can see that there. The keyboard lights up. And then look at these game chairs. They say Newman Smith. And so sure enough, we started a small club. Of course, we didn't have this equipment then, but we started a small club, and that small club has gone to state, has gone to nationals, and now, as the fruit of his labor, years later, we now have gaming computers, an official esports room, and gaming chairs. Mr. Coleman, could you come talk to the Trojans? First of all, tell them who you are, why you love Smith, and then maybe talk about this journey that's taken all of this patience, because look, here we are. Let's just swing around the room. Oh, amazing. And there's our trophies. So go ahead, Mr. Coleman. Tell them who you are.
So like Dr. J said and introduced me, my name is Mr. Coleman. I've been teaching at Newman Smith for 5 years. I was actually a graduate of Newman Smith High School. So shout out to all my teachers who taught me back then. I love y'all. Y'all are great. But yeah, like Dr. J said, the esports room just started out with an idea. It started out as a club. We had, about 10 or so students to start out, and over the years we've grown a lot. But the whole mission and vision of esports was to eventually get all of y'all equipment so you didn't have to bring your own. And so now we have that after 3 hard years of labor. And so it took a lot of leadership. I had to relegate a lot of things to my students so that they could do. So they did a really good job in actually reaching out to people, making esports a thing. And so now we get to enjoy, the fruits of that 3-year-long labor or 3.5-year labor. And so now we're really excited. If you have any questions about joining esports, just contact me at colemang@CFBISD. I'd be happy to get you involved. Like Dr. J said, we went to state. We got second place in state, only losing to one team. And then we went to nationals and, did a decent job. But we're excited for this year. So if you need a place, we're very inclusive. We want you to be a part of something, even if it's not esports. You can contact me to get a part of something. The worst thing you can do is just fall through the cracks and not get involved. So please get involved. Esports is for everyone, and so are the other clubs. So yeah, I'll now pass it over to Dr. J.
And Mr. Coleman, before you go, that's exactly what I was going to say. Esports may not be your thing. Overwatch may not be your thing, but we have many clubs here at Newman Smith, and we want you to get involved. So be on the lookout early next week. This week, we're going to shore up our sponsors, but early next week, we're going to send you a list of clubs that you can join. And I can't wait for you to hear about all that Newman Smith has to offer, because we want this to be a place where you belong and become. Now, Mr. Coleman, before I let you go, you said you're a graduate, so that means you're an alumni. What makes Newman Smith so special to you?
Honestly, it's just, the people here. It's the culture that we kind of build. Newman Smith has gone through a lot of different phases, but, the people are still consistent. So that's what I really love about it.
All right. Well, help me close out, Coach. We love you. We think you're great. Remember, character counts. And make it a great day or not. The choice is yours.